We need to understand and deconstruct the whole picture and ideology of this white Messiah. And as long as we worship a white Messiah, my submission to you is that we are not worshiping the truth of the text. This is an academic exercise we're doing here. If you want to be true to the text, please, I bought a can of Coke. Can I drink the Coke? Can I drink the Coke? Don't tell me just drink as long as you are drinking. I said I want Coke.
What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my space. This is Evans Rayola. Guys, thank you so much for the support so far. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for sharing my work. I do not take it for granted. You're watching this video on my birthday date. I just turned 25 years old and I'm grateful to God. So guys, on today's video, we want to talk about Joshua Maponga, who has become a prominent voice in discussions around decolonization, in theology, religion, and African identity. He challenges traditional Christian teachings, particularly the portrayal of white Jesus, arguing that such imagery does not resonate with African spirituality or history. Maponga believes that colonialism has heavily influenced African religious practices, disconnecting people from their indigenous beliefs. His approach emphasizes reconnecting with African roots and questioning Western religious structures imposed during colonization. In his teachings, Maponga discusses how African resources have been exploited under the guise of religious promises, likening Africans to become perpetually crucified while outsiders benefit from their wealth. This idea is part of his broader advocacy for Africans to regain control over their narratives, spirituality, and resources. He encourages regaining of God humanity and the concept of Messiah, rooted in the African experiences and wisdom rather than the Western dogmas. Maponga's views are controversial and have led to his suspension from the Seventh-day Adventist Church, yet he remains an influential figure in pushing for a radical re-evaluation of Christianity in Africa. So guys, I want us to watch this video of Maponga trying to educate black folks over the lies that have been told in the Bible and in these images that people tend to believe that is the real Jesus. Let's watch this. Then once the video ends, we'll do a critical analysis of the same.
And many Christians, some of you are watching me right now, you are mad. You're getting angry. You're getting worked up because I'm saying that I don't believe in a white Jesus with blue eyes. No, you cannot say that. You are denying Jesus. Why did you allow the white people to make a white idol and you never complained? Now I'm saying it, you are getting angry. Why are you angry? You're not angry with me. You're angry with yourself. That you have been lied to for a long time. And for the first time you meet information on your face and it's causing lots of what we call here psychological misunderstanding, cognitive dissonance in more professional psychological language. It's your own conflict in your own mind with your own belief system. Decolonize God. Number two, decolonize humanity. We cannot be taken only as Africans who don't have a soul. We are Africans. We are Al-Kebalam. We are Bantu. And for this reason, when they tell us that you are slaves, you are less than nothing. Africans are animals. Africans are this. Africans are this. This dehumanizes us. And if we are to use the Bible as a text, it says we are created in the image of God. And if therefore we are animals, then God is an animal also. If we are stupid, then God is stupid also. And if we are less than human, then God is also less than human. Because what we say, we are in the image of the one who created us. Then we look like the one who has created us. And he who insults me, insults the one who has created me and has made me to be what I am. Therefore, an African must also have permission to identify with a God that looks like him. Yes, Buddhas in China, they can talk to their own Buddha. And the white people can create their own Messiah also, that blue-eyed boy, and hang them around. That's for them. Yes. So what's wrong if he's an African? And if it does not matter whether Jesus is black or white, then can we please have a Chinese one? can we please have an Indian God also? Because it does not matter. Then all of a sudden, no, we cannot make him anything except white. Then you are giving white people an unnecessary privilege to terrorize the rest of us with their white concept of superiority, which translates itself into politics. We shall conclude there. Then thirdly, we need to decolonize and deconstruct the Messiah, the whole picture of Jesus. If you have a Jesus in your house, a white picture of a Jesus in your house, please burn it. That's a demon that is in your house. If you have a book that has a white picture of a white Jesus on it, please burn that book. Those are white demons. If you have a small little cross on your neck that is hanging with a white Jesus on it, that small little blue-eyed boy, burn it. That is a demon you are carrying in yourself. And we cannot, as black people, be calling on white demons to oppress us and evoking them, calling these white spirits to come and have superiority over us. The true God of the Bible was not a white man. Madagascar is 100 and something, 200 kilometers away from Africa. It's part of Africa. Yet North Africa, which is Israel, is separated by the Suez Canal and is not part of Africa. And this canal was dug a few days ago. Are you okay in your head? We are on the same Platonic stone, Africa and Middle East. And God created a garden east of Eden. Therefore, Africa is Eden. We need to decolonize this Jesus story and throw away a white Jesus with his idols. I don't believe in a white movie star from Hollywood who is supposed to have come around and saved me from my sins. How can a white boy with blue eyes die for Africans when they cannot even share land with us? Show me one white man who has died for a black man. Show me one white man. 25 million people dead in the sea on their way to America for slavery. 15 million people dead in Congo. 25 plus 15, 40 million plus people dead. And all their blood means nothing except the blood of a white boy. If you are going to do theology, do it correctly. Do it correctly. And give me an option. If I want to believe in a white Jesus, I'll believe in a white Jesus. If I want to believe in a black Jesus, I'll believe in a black Jesus. But if you want to be true to the biblical text, then be honest as theologians. And I'm embarrassed to be sitting here as a theologian together with some of my theological friends who have gone to school to study. And when you come out of school to study, we actually continue to promote the wrong theology and push it in front of our own people. We have become the colonizers ourselves, Uncle Toms, who are sitting on the conscience of our people. Which is wrong. Which is wrong. How do you sleep at night taking money from widows and orphans? How do you sleep at night taking money from people who cannot afford food and bread because Jesus will bless them? For the past 15 years they've been giving their offerings to you and their lives have not changed. What is the problem? Because you don't have faith. You don't have faith. When Amfundis, do you have faith in collecting money from us? So we need to understand and deconstruct the whole picture and ideology of this white Messiah. And as long as we worship a white Messiah, my submission to you is that we are not worshiping the truth of the text. This is an academic exercise we're doing here. If you want to be true to the text, please, I bought a can of Coke. Can I drink the Coke? Can I drink the Coke? Don't tell me just drink as long as you are drinking. I said I want Coke. Therefore, remove the unnecessary iconography. And when you get more academic and you study the Kemetic religion to find that issues of the Trinity, the Mother and Son, all these things are actually way found in Kemet before even the Bible was written. And the Kemetic history is older than the Bible. Then I leave to you who are academicians. Since Jesus grew up in Egypt, when he came back to teach them after 12 years, from which school was he coming from and who had taught him? That's for you who are more advanced in your spaces of study to now to do a comparative study between the biblical text and Kemetic text and see the similarities and authenticate which one is older than the other. Then position your theology correctly. That's what life is all about. And ultimately, when you come there, you decolonize God, decolonize humanity, decolonize the Messiah, decolonize salvation. Stop selling religion. Stop selling hope to the people. Give people practical solutions. Buy farms. How do you buy a factory and then convert it into a church and people come inside and they're praying for employment? Buy the factory. Create jobs. Then from the money from the factory, you can build a church. That's common sense. We need to deconstruct, decolonize the church. And we stop being centers of embarrassment, centers of shame, centers of debauchery, centers of mischief, centers of licentiousness, centers of witchcraft, centers of perjury, and centers of corruption in the name of religion. And you don't want it to be spoken about, by the way. Ministers get very touchy. They get very touchy. They don't want it to be spoken about because you are bringing the body of Christ into disarray. There's no body of Christ that is so rotten and evil like this. We need to fix these things as Africans because Christianity has become a partner of colonialism. I'll say it again. Christianity has become a partner of colonialism. Why am I saying that? Because after colonizing us, they were drinking coffee together. They never stood to oppose colonialism. They were benefiting from it. All your cities here have churches that are standing. The church right now in Africa owns more land than many businesses because they were in harmony with the government. May we have some land, please? They were given land. May we have some land? They were given land. Did they even condemn that what they were doing was wrong? The church was benefiting. Even now, there are churches that are still benefiting from colonialism. I'm not ashamed to say this. Even the church that I come from, my own church, is still running on the lines of segregation. Whites worship alone, blacks worship alone. We cannot even unite because of racism. The racism, is it biblical? No, it's not biblical. But the church will not stop it because it is founded on the principles of racism and segregation. And now all of a sudden, some other white man from Europe wants to come and run a seminar in Britain of how we must manage racism. How can a racist come and teach us how not to become racist? How can a colonizer come and tell us how to decolonize ourselves? How do you have a conversation with yourself as an abuser of the system? Now you want to come and tell people how to manage and tolerate abuse. How can you be so narcissistic as an organization that you become so insensitive to the needs of the people that it is a conversation by yourself? You colonize the black people. You abuse the black people. You come around a few days later. You want to help the black people to tolerate and manage the colonialism that you gave to them. Are you okay in your head? When you finish abusing a person, when a person is abused, the most horrible thing you can do after raping someone is, oh, let me help you to clean up. Please, leave me alone. You have done what you wanted to do. Can you just get away from here? Let me find love and comfort from people that care for me, and I'll clean up my wounds. And when I am finally clean, and I come back to you and I want to deal with you, you did what you wanted to do. And you walked away. When I come back and I do to you what I want to do, you don't have the right of telling me what to do and what not to do. This is where colonialism and politics fail to understand. The colonialist came here. The oppressor came here. They took land, raped the women, destroyed the infrastructure, destroyed our culture and everything else. Then they give you a democratic system with a constitution to help you to manage how to repair yourselves. We cannot tolerate that. You have done what you want to do as Europeans. Step aside. Allow us as black people to decide what we want to do with you. You can't be an abuser and be a judge of the same abuse again. Does this make sense, good people? Maybe I'm losing my mind, people. Help me here. Does it make sense? I'm a recovering abused child of Christianity. I'm recovering from the white nonsense that had been pumped into my head from 0 to 52, waiting and hoping for this white guy to come and assist me. How do you sell me such a horrible thing all my life? And in the morning when I wake up and I say, I have had enough of this junk. No, you can't be saying that. You can't be talking like that because you're being insensitive. No. Allow me. If I want to cry, let me cry. If I want to scream, let me scream. If you think I've lost my head and I've lost my mind, it's none of your business. Allow me to recover the way I want to recover. Even if I want to walk away from Christianity, it's none of your business. Why are you angry? Because you want to become a groupie. Oh, he is still with us. He is still with us. He's still with you where? Still with you where? When I'm with you, what difference does it make? I want to conclude by saying, I'm not saying leave Christianity. I'm not saying leave Islam. I'm saying all the instruments of religious meeting places must be converted into instruments of changing and transforming the society. We need, therefore, to deconstruct God, decolonize him. We need, therefore, to deconstruct and decolonize humanity, deconstruct Christianity, deconstruct the Christ Messiah himself, deconstruct ecclesiology, church itself, deconstruct ecclesiology and eschatology. Stop selling people things that are in the heavens because you have failed to make them relevant on earth. Teach people to work. The Bible says, occupy till I come. Work and labor. We cannot teach escapism, where people are waiting for the clouds to open and they disappear to heaven. And by the way, many people want to go to heaven. They don't want to go to heaven because they are saved by a Lord, too much debt. So they want to go disappear to heaven and they don't want to pay things that are here. Then I remember the other song by the other guy, when you get to heaven, you find the devil waiting for you. At when you are not going in one colored. Let's go backwards. You cannot run away from earth because of debt. Or no man, nothing except love. We have been given land, we've been given crops, we've been given life. Let us make the best of what we have right now. Let heaven and theology be actually the blessing of a fruitful life in the now. Then we can also wait for the second coming of Jesus with beautiful cars, with beautiful homes, looking nice also. Why must we be singing the song, take the world, but give me Jesus? You give away land and you receive Jesus. Hey, I don't want the Jesus. I want the land also and the Jesus. I want both. Why must I lose one? Take the world, but give me Jesus. Something is not right here. If you are bring it together. Bring me the land, and then we can talk Jesus when I'm sitting on my land. That for me is common sense. And when our governments can begin to understand that the politics we are struggling with is actually theology. Because people, as they believe, they behave. Right now, when they are looking at you, church is one of the biggest political parties. Ask me why do I say that? Because it disengages people from common events of the community. They have nothing to do with the government. They have nothing to do with anything else. All they love is Jesus. And this is the thing of women, by the way. Me, I love Jesus. I love Jesus. I love Jesus. You can never say you love your husband. You can never say you love your children. But you love Jesus. I love Jesus with all my heart. You are going to be miserable the rest of your life. They come to us. I've been left with the bishop for years. Women come to us here. They kneel in front of us. Hey, bishop. Hey, stop wasting my time kneeling in front of me. Go and kneel in front of your own husband. How can you only trying to be nice to pastors and you're not nice to your own homes?
Family, Joshua Maponga is one guy who speaks nothing but the truth. He was actually removed from the Seventh-day Adventist Church because people thought that he's so controversial in how he speaks in the topics in regards to colonization in the Bible, and just trying to bring things that people do not always want to talk about, you know. So in this specific video, Joshua Maponga speaks on 3 key issues. The first issue is decolonizing God. The second one is decolonizing humanity. Then the third one is decolonizing and deconstructing the Messiah. And this was a very, very instrumental talk because he tries to open eyes of black folks. You know, many a times you're lied to that Jesus was a white man, and there is no proof that can show you that indeed he was a white man, you know. So Joshua Maponga is trying to help black people to deconstruct their mind, you know, to decolonize their mind in issues of lies from the Bible, you know. The Bible that people tend to think that was written with white folks, the images being shown that people tend to think that were depicted by also white folks. So he says, number one, people should start decolonizing God. He says, I don't believe in white Jesus with blue eyes. Why did the white people make white Jesus? You know, why did they do that? Why do we have a white Jesus nowadays? depicted on all images outside there. A white Jesus on a cross, that's what is always outside there. Then number 2, he says decolonize humanity. We are told that black people are slaves. We are told that black folks are animals. We are told that we are inferior. If we are to use the Bible as a text, it says we are created in the image and likeness of God. So if we are animals, that do you mean, or rather, are these people suggesting that God himself is one? If we are inferior, do they mean that God is inferior? If we are animals, do they mean that God is an animal, or that God is a slave? Because they are trying to say that there's nothing special with us. We are slaves. We were made in the image and likeness of God. And Pastor Maponga, the former Bishop Maponga, is trying to advocate for people to decolonize humanity. We were colonized and they made us feel like we are inferior. And he says it's time that this should stop. He proceeds to say, if it doesn't matter the color of Christ, can we have a Chinese one? Can we have an Indian one? You are giving white folks unnecessary privilege to terrorize us with their white concept of superiority. Then number 3, he says, we need to decolonize and deconstruct the Messiah. If you have a picture of white Jesus in your house, please burn it. That's a demon. Even a book or a cross having a white Jesus, that would mean that you're serving the images. You're serving gods, because that's not the real image of Jesus. Jesus wasn't a white man. That's according to Pastor Maponga. True Jesus in the Bible was not a white man. He says that Africa is Eden, where the Garden of Eden was. He proceeds to say that 25 million people died en route to America as slaves. If indeed Jesus was a white man, he argues that way, why did the white people have to take 25 million of us die on the road to the US? 15 million people died in Congo. If indeed Jesus was a white man, do you think that these white folks could have come to Africa and push for colonization? Some of them even lied to us. They came as missionaries and told us that, God has sent us to colonize you people. We want to put you under colonialism. And once the colonialism is done, you'll find favor in the Lord. God will take you and your people. You'll get favor, after passing through colonialism. After passing through slavery, things will be better. That's how they even lied, using Christianity, using the Bible, pretending that they are missionaries. If you're going to do theology, do it correctly. Now, this is a challenge that Maponga is giving spiritual leaders, pastors, bishops, priests, that if they are going to do theology, they'd rather do that theology correctly. Some pastors promote the wrong theology. We are becoming the colonizers of ourselves. If we continue worshiping the white Jesus, we are not worshiping the truth of the text. Christianity has become a partner of colonialism. After colonization, the church partnered with colonialists. The church have been benefiting from colonialism. The church nowadays is founded on the principle of racism and segregation. On the point that he says that the church has been benefiting from colonialism, he says that if you come to Africa right now, you'll notice that the churches have most lands. Because during the colonial period, the churches were given priority because they knew that that's where the black folks were being brainwashed. The colonialists took our land. They raped our women, destroyed our infrastructure, and destroyed our culture. We did what they wanted. Right now, it's time for them to leave us and do what we want to do. I'm not saying you have to leave Christianity. This is Pastor Maponga speaking. I'm not saying you must leave Christianity or Islam. What I'm saying is all the instruments of religious meeting places must be converted into instruments of change and transforming the society. We need therefore to deconstruct God. Family, from this video you learn that many a times we have been lied to as black folks. It's time that the black folks regain where we were supposed to be before all these lies started. And that's the goal of my channel right now. I do black stories in Africa and in the diaspora. I have been doing a series of black people in the US. I've done more than 20 videos right now. Go check them out if you haven't. And guys, kindly share this video with your friends and family so that we all are able to learn together. And guys, comment down below. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about deconstructing and decolonizing Christianity in the mind of us black folks. You know, let me know in the comment section what you think about the same topic. And guys, kindly like this video, because when you like this video, it can be easily recommended to other YouTube users, and I'll be so grateful, guys. So subscribe, share my content, and I'll be so grateful. As I turn 25 years old, I just want to thank you all for the love. I do not take it for granted. We are on the road to 20k subscribers. The biggest gift you'll give me, guys, as I turn 25 years old today is by subscribing to my channel, and I'll be so grateful. Right now we are almost getting to 13k subscribers. I hope and believe that we are pushing for 20k subscribers soon, and I'll be so grateful, guys. See you all in my next video. Goodbye.